Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. In today's lecture, we will practice some more questions based on straight line. So in today's class, we will start from question number 7 and we will discuss till question number 12. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So let's start with question number 7. Question number 7 says the equation of line passing through the point of intersection of parabola x square is equal to 8y and the ellipse x square by 3 plus y square equal to 1 is. So we basically have to find the points of intersection of these two parabolas, right? So what we will do? We will try to make one equation as a single variable, right? So you can write x square as 8y, right? When you will put x square as 8y in the equation of ellipse, you will get a quadratic equation in terms of y, and after solving that quadratic equation, you will easily find the point of intersection. Clear? And after when you will get 2 points, have 2 points two intersection points, you can easily find the equation of the straight line passing through that 2 points, right? So in this way, you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution part, right? Okay, let's move to the solution part. Formula and key points we will use. उपयोगी सूत्र और प्रमुख बिंदु. The function values must be equal at the point of intersection, right? At the point of intersection, the values of function must be equal. If the curves are defined by the equation y is equal to fx and y equal to gx, then the point of intersection fx is equal to gx, right? So let's move to the solution part. We are given the parabola x square is equal to 8y and the ellipse x square by 3 plus y square is equal to 1, right? Now on solving both sides of equations, we get 8y. We basically have put x square as 8y. So 8y by 3 plus y square is equal to 1. After solving, you will get 3y square plus 8y minus 3 equal to 0, right? So you will get 3y minus 1 into y plus 3 is equal to 0. Got it? And after solving, you will get y is equal to minus 3 and 1 by 3. Here y not equal to negative 3, right? Y not equal to negative 3 because when you will put y equal to negative 3 in the equation of parabola, you will get x square as minus 24, negative 24, and the square of anything cannot be negative, right? Therefore, y equal to minus 3 is rejected. So y is equal to only 1 by 3. Now at y equal to 1 by 3, x is equal to plus minus 2 root over 2 by 3. Got it? So the points of intersection are 2 root over 2 by 3, 1 by 3, and negative 2 root over 2 by 3, 1 by 3. Clear? So option D, 3y minus 1 equal to 0 is the required equation which satisfied the intersection points, right? Option D is the right answer. Got it? 3y minus 1 equal to 0. Clear? Let's move to the next question. Question number 8. Question number 8 says a ray of light along x plus root 3y is equal to root 3 gets reflected upon reaching x-axis. The equation of the reflected ray is. So what we basically have to find, we are given a ray of light, right, along the line x plus root 3y is equal to root 3. Now this ray of light is getting reflected upon reaching the x-axis, right? So we must find the image. You can take any point on this line, right? And after that, you have to basically find the image of that point with respect to x-axis, right? Clear? And after finding the image and points of intersection of this line and the x-axis, you can easily find the equation of the reflected ray, right? So in this way, you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution part, right? Okay, let's move to the solution part. The formula and key points we will use in this question is equation of a line passing through a point x1 y1 is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1, right? Where m is a gradient of the line, right? So you can see we have equation of line as root 3y is equal to x minus root 3. Clear? And we have a point 0 1. We have a point 0 1. Now see, take point b01 on the given line, right? Now equation of ab dash, equation of ab dash will be, the equation of ab dash will be y minus 0 minus of minus 1 minus 0 upon 0 minus root 3 into x minus root 3. Clear? B dash is basically image of point 0 1 with respect to x axis, right? So if you have any point 0 1, then if we have to take the image of this, then x axis will be 0 itself, and since y coordinate is 1, so now the y coordinate of the image point will be negative 1, right? Now we have the coordinate of b dash. Now we can easily find the equation of reflected ray, right? Clear? As negative root 3y is equal to negative x plus root 3, right? Therefore you will get x minus root 3y is equal to root 3 after adjustment. So root 3y is equal to x minus root 3. You can see the equation root 3y is equal to x minus root 3 is the equation of reflected ray. Got it? Clear? Therefore option B, root 3y is equal to x minus root 3 should be the right answer. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 9. Question number 9 says the range of values of alpha such that 0 alpha lies on or inside the triangle formed by the lines 3x plus y plus 2 equal to 0, 2x minus 3y plus 5 equal to 0, and x plus 4y minus 14 equal to 0 is. We basically have to find the range of alpha which will lie inside range of alpha such that 0 alpha will lie inside the triangle formed by these lines, right? So first we will try to find the points of intersection of these lines, right? Clear? And after that you can decide that 0 alpha and origin is lying with respect lying on the same side or different side with respect to the with respect to each of the lines, and in this way you can easily get the value of or range of the alpha, right? So in this way you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds we will discuss the solution part, right? Okay, let's move to the solution part. See, the formula and key points we will use in this question is, first, if points x1 y1 and x2 y2 lies on the same side of line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, then ax1 plus by1 plus c upon ax2 plus by2 plus c greater than 0. And if these points lie on different sides of the line, then ax1 plus by1 plus c upon ax2 plus by2 plus c less than 0, right? So let's move to the solution part. For the line 3x plus y plus 2 equal to 0, 0 0 and 0 alpha will lie on the same side, right? 0 0 and 0 alpha will lie on the same side. So 3 into 0 plus 2 plus 2 upon 0 plus 2 should be greater than equal to 0. Since both the points lying on the same side. So when you will solve this, you will get alpha is equal to alpha greater than equal to negative 2. Right? So equation 1. Now for the line 2x minus 3y plus 5 equal to 0, 0 0 and 0 alpha lies on the different side of the line, right? So 2 into 0 minus 3 alpha plus 5 upon 0 plus 5 less than equal to 0, right? So after solving this, you will get 3 alpha greater than equal to 5. Therefore, you will get alpha greater than equal to 5 by 3. Got it? Equation 2. Now for the line x plus 4y minus 14 equal to 0, 0 0 and 0 alpha lie on the same side of the line. So by putting the value of 0 0 and 0 alpha, you will get 0 plus 4 alpha minus 14 upon 0 plus 0 minus 14 greater than equal to 0. So 4 alpha minus 14 should be less than equal to 0, right? Therefore, you will get alpha less than equal to 7 by 2. Clear? Alpha less than equal to equation 7 by 2, equation 3. Now from 1, 2 and 3, you will get alpha is between 5 by 3 to 7 by 2. Clear? From 1, 2 and 3, alpha will be between 5 by 3 and 7 by 2. Got it? So alpha belongs to 5 by 3 to 7 by 2. Right? So let's move to the next question, question number 10. question number 10 says the lines x plus y is equal to mod a and ax minus y is equal to 1 intersect each other in the first quadrant, then the set of all possible values of a is the interval. So what you have to do basically, you are given the lines x plus y is equal to mod a and ax plus x minus y equal to 1. So first you will find the points of intersection of these two lines, and since these points of intersection is lying in the first quadrant, then x coordinate will be greater than 0 and y coordinate will be greater than 0, right? So by applying this, you can easily get the possible interval of a, right? So in this way, you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution part, right? Okay, so let's move to the solution part. Formula and key points we will use in this question is, for the intersection to be in the first quadrant, both x should be greater than 0 and y should be greater than 0. Now let's see the solution. As x plus y is equal to mod a and ax minus y is equal to 1. So both the lines intersect in the first quadrant, so x and y coordinates are positive. Therefore, x will be 1 plus mod a upon 1 plus a greater than equal to 0, and y is a mod a minus 1 upon a plus 1 greater than equal to 0. Got it? Therefore, 1 plus a should be greater than equal to 0 and a mod a minus 1 greater than equal to 0. So, a is greater than equal to minus 1 and a mod a greater than equal to 1. Right? So, a belongs to negative 1 to 0. A belongs to negative 1 to 0. Therefore, minus a square is greater than equal to 1 is not possible, right? Is not possible. Now, if a is greater than 0, that means a square should be greater than 1 and a should be greater than equal to 1. Therefore, a belongs to 1 to infinity is the right interval. Got it? So, option C, 1 to infinity is the right option. Clear? Now, let's move to the next question. Question number 11. Question number 11 says the straight lines 4ax plus 3by plus c equal to 0 passes through which point where a plus b plus c equal to 0. So, the hint of this question is what you can do. You can try to convert c. You can try to write c is equal to negative of a, negative of b, and after that you can put c, the value of c, in this equation in terms of a and b, and after that you can easily find the point which passes through this straight line, right? Clear? So in this way you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds we will discuss the solution part, right? Okay, let's move to the solution part. So it is given that a plus b plus c is equal to 0, therefore c is equal to negative a negative b. Now we have the given equation 4ax plus 3by plus c equal to 0. So we can put the value of c in the given equation. So we will get 4ax plus 3by minus a minus b equal to 0. Therefore we will get a times 4x minus 1 plus b times 3y minus 1 equal to 0. So 4ax plus 3by minus a minus b equal to 0. Right. So after taking a as common, you will get a times 4x minus 1 plus b times 3y minus 1 equal to 0. So 4x minus 1 equal to 0 and 3y minus 1 equal to 0. So you will get p 1 by 4 and 1 by 3. Right. 1 by 4 and 1 by 3 is the point of intersection, is the point through which the straight line 4ax plus 3by plus c will pass, right? Therefore, option B, 1 by 4 and 1 by 3 is the right choice. Got it? Now, let's move to the next question, question number 12. Question number 12 says, if PS is the median of the triangle with vertices P 2 2, Q 6 minus 1 and R 7 3, then the equation of the line passing through 1 minus 1 and parallel to PS is. So, see, if PS is the median of triangle, so what is the hint of this question? You can do, first you will try to draw the triangle having endpoints of their vertices, right? Now, first we will try to find the S. Since PS is median, so S point will be the midpoint. S point is the midpoint of Q and R, right? So you can easily find the coordinate of S, right? You can easily find the coordinate of S, and after finding the coordinate of X, you can easily find the equation of line passing through the S and the point 1 and -1. Clear? You can easily find the equation of line passing from 1 and -1 and parallel to PS, right? So in this way, you can try to approach this question. You have 10 seconds to solve or think about this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution part, right? Okay, let's move to the solution part. The formula and key points we will use here is the midpoint of line segment joining. The midpoint of line segment given the end point x1 y1 and x2 y2 is x1 plus x2 by 2 or y1 plus y2 by 2. Clear? Therefore, the equation of a line passing through point x1 y1 is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x, where m is gradient of the line. Right. So let's see the solution. We have a triangle having coordinates p22 q 6 minus 1 r 7 3. Clear? So the coordinates of S we can easily calculate 7 plus 6 by 2 and 3 minus 1 by 2, which you will get 13 by 2 and 1. Since S is the midpoint of QR. Got it? Slope of line PS. Slope of line PS is negative 2 by 9. Slope of line PS is negative 2 by 9. Therefore, the required equation of line passes through 1 negative 1 and parallel to PS is y plus 1 is equal to minus 2 by 9 into x plus minus 1. This implies after solving this, you will get 2x plus 9y plus 7 equal to 0. 2x plus 9y plus 7 equal to 0. Got it? Okay. So in this way, we have discussed a lot of different types of questions based on straight lines. Hope you understood the concepts, how to apply the concepts in the questions, and hope you liked our lecture. Clear? Thank you so much.